It's bad for you.
Why?
Because you're going into slavery.
That's right. You're an Edomite.
See, now I'm cutting to the chase.
Why am I going to slavery?
Because you're an Edomite.
You're an Edomite.
What's your nationality?
American.
That's not a nationality. What's your national origin?
No idea. I was born in California.
Okay, what was your father? Was he Irish? Okay, so I guess he may be Irish, right?
He's not Irish. He's not Irish.
Is he Jewish?
Swedish.
Well, you better hope that you're an Israelite. But anyway, give me Isaiah 14:1.
Wait, but why am I going into slavery?
If you're a so-called white man, if your line goes back to the Edomites, do you know anything about Edom or Esau?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you know about Edom or Esau?
Well, Esau.
He knows about Edom. I'm pretty surprised if he knows about that.
Brother Esau? Jacob's brother?
Jacob's brother.
Yeah.
Okay, who are the
God bless
descendants?
you.
Who are the descendants of Jacob?
I think the Jews, and then the Arabs are the descendants of Esau.
Are you talking about the white Jews?
There you go.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, we're the descendants of Jacob.
Okay.
Jacob was a black man. Abraham was black. All right? Isaac, his son, was black.
Right.
Rebecca was black. So if they were all black, what color did Jacob would come out? He would come out as a black man.
Right.
Now, his brother Esau didn't come out as a black man. He came out as, I'll use this term, an albino. You see a black person that looks like a white person,
right.
They call him an albino. But guess what? White people are albinos too. You're an albino, okay?
You're depressing me.
Well, that's what we're supposed to.
Well, you gotta get ready, man. If you're an Edomite,
When is this going to happen?
very soon. It's happening now, as we talk. Go ahead.
Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
Because the first thing that you mentioned when I asked you your religion, you said Christian.
Right.
And I said, what does the word Christian mean? You said follower of Christ. But go here to the book of Acts 11:26.
Wait, can I say
I'm going to show you a true Christian.
Acts chapter 11 verse 26. And when he had found him, he brought him into Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people.
These are the apostles.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
So the only Christians were the true followers of Christ. Go from there to St. John 4:19.
John chapter 4 verse 19. The woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain.
This is a woman of Samaria. Go ahead.
Our fathers,
Which thought she was a Jew, but the Lord, a transplanted Jew. Go ahead.
our fathers worshipped in this mountain. And ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
So, in him making that statement, for salvation is of the Jews, he excluded her. Why? Because she was not a real Jew. Go ahead.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Go ahead.
For the Father seeketh such to worship him.
True worship.
God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Go ahead.
The woman saith unto him, I know that Messiah cometh, which is called Christ. When he is come, he will tell us all things. Jesus said unto her, I that speak unto thee am he. And
He said he admitted that he was the Messiah. Go ahead.
And upon this came his disciples, and marveled that he talked with the woman. Yet no man said, What seekest thou? Or why talkest thou with her? The woman then left her water pot and went away into the city, and said to the men, Come, see a man which told me all things that ever I did. Is not this the Christ? Then they went out of the city and came unto him. And in the meanwhile his disciples prayed him, saying, Master, eat. But he said unto them, I have meat to eat that ye know
Let's go
not
back to
of.
the 19th verse.
All right.
Go back to the point, because salvation is of the Jews.
Right. John chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
Ye worship, ye know not what. This is what the Christ said, the black Christ said to this, she would probably be an Ethiopian woman, okay? Because you have a group of Colossian Jews over there. Do you know what the word Colossian means?
No.
It means false. I believe it's Latin, okay? Now what happened was, going back maybe 20 years ago, we, the real Jews, started waking up. So I believe to counteract that, the so-called Jews in Israel said, let's allow these Ethiopians to come into Israel and say, here are the black Jews. But they're not the black Jews.
Let me ask you two questions.
Go ahead, go ahead.
One, what's the name of your group?
We're Israelites.
Israelites.
Israelites. Yep.
Second, what denomination did you grow up in?
Not just one denomination.
That's right.
Because my parents went from one church to this to that. So they jumped all over the place.
But Protestant denominations? Christian denominations?
Protestant, Baptist, Methodist, Jehovah Witness. You was raised as a Jehovah Witness.
Jehovah Wickedness, yeah.
Jehovah Witness, that's what we call it. But we found out through studying the scriptures that we are the Israelites. We are the lost. Give me Matthew's 10, 5, and 6.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans, enter ye not, but go rather to the...
Read it again. Read it slow.
These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the
That's
Gentiles.
called a Great Commission, right?
Yes.
He sent out the 12. And this is what he told the 12 to do. Go ahead.
Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Hold up. Wait a minute. I thought we were supposed to save Gentiles. This is what the Lord said. This is what the Christ said. Go ahead.
And enter any of any city of the Samaritans, enter ye not.
Now, he just encountered, we read about in St. John, the 4th chapter, he had that conversation with that Ethiopian woman, which was a Samaritan. That's why he said, don't go among the Samaritans, because they were Gentiles claiming to be Jews. So don't go to them either. Go ahead.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Go ahead.
And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
So all the other nations are excluded.
That's right.
Including yourself if you're an Edomite. Jump down to the 18th verse.
Verse 18. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
For testimony against them and the Gentiles.
So if you're an Edomite, there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can go to slavery. That's the only thing you can do.
That's only right, man.
We were enslaved under you.
That Revelation 13.
We didn't have a choice.
Well, provided that you're an Edomite. If you're an Edomite, then you're going into slavery.
That's it.
If for some
So it's
reason,
not even worth worrying about. You're going.
if you're an Edomite, you're going into slavery.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Period.
That kind of bums me.
So the only thing you can do is hope that you're an Israelite.
Here's hoping. Well, thanks for
Okay.
that. I appreciate
All right.
it.
Nice
Good to
meeting you,
talk to
bro. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
What's an Edomite?
An Edomite is a so-called white man.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that all.
that person.
This guy right here, I forget his name, but this guy, he'll be talking about his money.